What if the price of stardom was silence? Behind Hollywood's glittering facade, some of entertainment's most powerful Black voices have fought invisible battles, struggles for authenticity, acceptance, and the right to exist as complete human beings. These are stories of courage and concealment, of artists who dared to live truthfully in an industry built on carefully crafted images. Tonight, we explore journeys that will challenge everything you think you know about fame and identity. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because these conversations matter. Tyler Perry, the empire builder's silent revolution. Tyler Perry stands as entertainment's most enigmatic billionaire, transforming poverty into power while keeping his personal life sealed from scrutiny. Rising from New Orleans trauma to owning America's first Black-operated major film studio, Perry created the Madea franchise that redefined Black entertainment. For years, speculation surrounded Perry's sexuality, fueled by gender-bending performances and relationships with openly queer artists. Yet Perry chose strategic silence, redirecting attention to his artistic empire. This refusal sparked debate. Some viewed it as avoidance, others as necessary self-protection. Perry's actions spoke through consistent LGBTQ+ inclusion in productions. Shows like The Haves and the Have-Nots featured complex queer characters rarely given space in mainstream Black entertainment. His Atlanta studio became a sanctuary for marginalized voices, providing opportunities for diverse storytellers. Whether Perry ever publicly addresses his identity remains uncertain, but his influence has revolutionized the industry, proving that sometimes powerful revolutions happen in purposeful silence. Michael K. Williams, the authentic soul. Michael Kenneth Williams possessed an extraordinary gift, transforming personal pain into breathtaking art that touched millions worldwide. Born in Brooklyn, Williams achieved immortality portraying Omar Little in HBO's The Wire, creating television's most groundbreaking depiction of a complex gay Black man. Though Williams never publicly labeled his sexuality, he became an unwavering champion of LGBTQ+ visibility and authentic storytelling. Raised within conservative religious constraints, he battled self-acceptance struggles and addiction, challenges that informed every emotionally layered character he portrayed. Off-screen, Williams championed social justice causes, mental health awareness, and prison reform, using his platform to illuminate marginalized communities, particularly Black and queer youth facing systematic oppression. He challenged television's narrow definitions of Black masculinity, giving countless others permission to embrace their truth. Williams tragically passed away in September 2021. But his profound legacy endures through groundbreaking performances. He demonstrated that meaningful representation doesn't require explicit labels. It demands unwavering honesty and genuine empathy. Wanda Sykes, the fearless truth-teller. Wanda Sykes has masterfully wielded humor as both protective shield and revolutionary sword, cutting through oppressive societal norms while defending her authentic identity. Born in Portsmouth, Virginia, she constructed a comedy empire spanning 3 decades, earning Emmy recognition and starring in iconic productions. In 2008, at age 44, Sykes created headlines by courageously coming out as lesbian during a same-sex marriage rally in Las Vegas. Having previously maintained a heterosexual marriage, she had quietly embraced her truth privately before stepping boldly into public visibility. That transformative year, she married French businesswoman Alex Sykes, and together they welcomed twin children in 2009. Sykes's public coming out was genuinely groundbreaking. She became one of the first prominent Black female comedians to acknowledge her sexuality when industry peers rarely dared such vulnerability. Her comedy seamlessly blends personal stories with sharp social commentary, challenging oppressive norms through humor and heart. In Hollywood, Sykes stands powerfully as unwavering visibility. Coleman Domingo, the leading man revolution. Coleman Domingo represents Hollywood's seismic shift, living proof that being openly gay and black doesn't limit stardom but enhances authentic storytelling power. Born in Philadelphia, this critically acclaimed actor, director, and playwright has constructed a distinguished career defined by unwavering excellence and remarkable courage. Known for commanding performances as Victor Strand in Fear the Walking Dead and Ali in Euphoria, earning prestigious Emmy nominations, Domingo gained widespread recognition for blending personal narrative with incisive social commentary. Before mainstream success, he established theatrical prominence with autobiographical works. Domingo's love story with husband RuPaul captivates as compellingly as his screen work. The couple met in 2005 during a brief Walgreens encounter, lost touch completely, then miraculously reconnected through Craigslist. They married in 2014, with RuPaul providing constant support throughout Coleman's ascending career. Domingo's presence proves vital through fearless visibility. In an industry where countless black gay actors feel pressure to remain closeted, he leads courageously by example, balancing critical success with authenticity. RuPaul Charles, the revolutionary icon. RuPaul Andre Charles stands as entertainment's most transformative figure, single-handedly revolutionizing drag culture while bringing LGBTQ+ visibility to mainstream America with unprecedented impact. Born in San Diego and raised between California and Georgia, RuPaul experienced firsthand the challenges of being different in conservative environments. Starting in Atlanta's underground scene before conquering New York's legendary club culture, RuPaul shattered barriers with hits like Supermodel and became the first drag queen to secure a major modeling contract. However, his greatest achievement came through RuPaul's Drag Race, transforming drag from subculture to global phenomenon. The groundbreaking show launched hundreds of careers, created new generations of queer icons, and introduced mainstream audiences to drag's artistry, intelligence, and profound heart. RuPaul's message of radical self-love became a rallying cry for outcasts everywhere. Married to longtime partner Georges Lebar since 2017, RuPaul built a multimedia empire spanning television, music, literature, and cosmetics while maintaining his role as spiritual guide for the community. Billy Porter, the boundary-breaking artist. Billy Porter has dedicated his career to shattering expectations and fundamentally redefining what it means to be a black gay performer in America. Born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Porter faced early challenges navigating his sexuality within a deeply religious household, eventually channeling those struggles into powerful artistic expression. His breakthrough came on Broadway with Kinky Boots, where his portrayal of drag queen Lola earned him a Tony Award, making him one of few black actors to win in a leading role. Porter brought vulnerability, strength, and stunning vocal ability to the character. Television brought Porter greater visibility through his role as Pray Tell on FX's Pose, a groundbreaking series centered on New York's ballroom culture during the AIDS crisis. His portrayal earned him an Emmy Award, making him the first openly gay black man to win in a lead drama category. Beyond acting, Porter became a fashion icon, challenging gender norms on red carpets with bold looks that sparked conversations about masculinity, creativity, and fearless self-expression throughout popular culture. Lee Daniels, the fearless filmmaker. Lee Daniels has built his reputation creating stories others refuse to touch, developing films and television that explore raw, complex realities of Black American life without apology. Born in Philadelphia and raised by his father, Daniels faced personal struggles with identity and acceptance, experiences that informed his unflinching artistic vision. As an openly gay black filmmaker, Daniels broke barriers with films like Precious and The Butler, earning Academy Award nominations for stories that centered black experiences without compromise. His work explores abuse, trauma, sexuality, and family dysfunction with brutal honesty and deep compassion. Television brought Daniels greater influence through Empire and Star, series featuring complex LGBTQ+ characters and storylines rarely seen in mainstream Black entertainment. Despite criticism, Daniels remained committed to authentic representation, believing visibility serves essential purposes. His production company became a launching pad for diverse talent. Daniels consistently hired LGBTQ+ writers, directors, and actors, creating meaningful opportunities in an industry that often overlooks marginalized voices completely. Janet Mock, the trailblazing storyteller. Janet Mock represents a new generation of storytellers using their platform to expand understanding and authentic representation across all media. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii, Mock's journey as a transgender woman of color led her from journalism to television production, becoming one of the most influential voices in contemporary LGBTQ+ media. Her memoirs, Redefining Realness and Surpassing Certainty, broke new ground in publishing, offering intimate insights into the transgender experience while challenging readers to expand their understanding of identity and womanhood. These books became essential reading for community members and allies. Mock's transition into television production with Pose marked another historic moment. As writer, director, and producer, she helped create a series that centered transgender women of color, telling their stories with dignity, complexity, and authentic joy. Beyond entertainment, Mock became a prominent activist and speaker, advocating for transgender rights, racial justice, and intersectional feminism. She highlights issues facing vulnerable community members, particularly transgender women of color facing disproportionate violence and discrimination. Lil Nas X, the genre-defying pioneer Montero Lamar Hill, known professionally as Lil Nas X, represents a seismic shift in hip-hop culture and mainstream music. Born in Lithia Springs, Georgia, he rose from internet anonymity to global superstardom with Old Town Road, a country rap hybrid that dominated charts while challenging genre boundaries. What makes Lil Nas X revolutionary isn't just musical innovation, but fearless authenticity in a genre historically hostile to LGBTQ+ identity. In June 2019, during Pride Month, he came out publicly on Twitter, becoming the first major hip-hop artist to do so at mainstream success's peak. His follow-up single, Montero, sparked massive controversy with its unapologetically queer music video featuring biblical imagery. Rather than retreating from criticism, Lil Nas X leaned into provocative artistic expression, defending his right to create authentic art. His bold approach extends beyond music into social media, where he engages critics with wit and refuses to be diminished by homophobic attacks. By existing unapologetically as a gay Black man in hip-hop, he's creating space for future artists. These stories illuminate courage in its many forms, sometimes loud and proud, sometimes quiet and persistent, but always transformative. Each journey reflects a different path to authenticity, yet all share common threads. Living truthfully requires extraordinary strength, especially for Black LGBTQ+ individuals navigating an industry built on carefully constructed images. The entertainment landscape has evolved significantly, with increased visibility and deeper conversations about representation. However, systemic barriers persist. Young Black queer artists still face complex decisions about disclosure, career survival, and authentic self-expression. Yet these stories offer profound hope. They demonstrate that excellence transcends identity, that audiences hunger for authentic representation, and that courage creates lasting change. Each person who chooses truth over concealment creates breathing space for someone else to exist freely. These conversations matter because representation saves lives, Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more stories that celebrate courage over conformity.